Hey everybody, welcome to another Thursday night. By the way, tonight is vlog night for any one of you people that like to go follow and watch Grim Green. Tonight it'll be another one of those nights. And yeah, if you see my eye watering tonight, I got something in it and I can't get it out. If anybody ever has to deal with that issue, I mean, you understand. So, that said, anybody can join tonight if they'd like to on the stream. But I wanted to do a little bit of a pickup because I was outside today. I had to go and run some errands and dealing in the heat and talking to different people across the entire USA and some of Canada. It's been very, very hot weather, unusually hot for this time of year and sticky. So stay hydrated, eat healthier foods. I wanted to just remind people, stay as healthy as you can because physically, if you are not healthy by drinking enough water, drinking enough fluids, your brain doesn't function properly, and then it makes it even harder if you are dealing with any type of depression, anxiety, or any type of mental health issue. So I just wanted to make sure we did a little bumper on that, and I had to have a little kickoff or a simple kickoff for Nick being back tonight. I'm really happy about that, and I'm sure I'm not alone. And welcome, Tabitha. It does look like it might be a quiet night, but that's okay. It has not been a quiet week. I've been busy on a lot of different shows lately, so it's been fun, very much fun, and the community coming together as much as they have. I've seen some kindness this week that I haven't seen in a while. Sorry, like I said, sorry about something's in my eye. Uh, Kindness this week that only this community can bring out, only this community has. You don't see it on a constant basis anywhere else, and I think it's very important that we. Not necessarily. Sometimes these people don't want recognition, and that's understandable. But remember that it's there, that the kindness is there, and if anybody knows who I'm talking about or seen any of this happening, or even if it's not the same person, just seeing these things happen definitely makes your heart grow two sizes or three sizes. Think of the Grinch. You're having a bad time, and all of a sudden, things get better. And that's something that I love seeing on a constant basis. Even this guy here, how he used to be 100% pure, kind of a Debbie Downer for a while. He was. He'd harass people, but not always in a good way. Now when he harasses you, it's kind of like, haha, fucker. Yeah. Am I correct,
Yeah,
Lynn? Yeah.
yeah, deal with my sense of humor, prick.
Yeah. But I did think it was important that we remind people to stay hydrated and eat plenty of nutritional foods according to what you have. If you're sweating a lot, maybe you might need a little extra salt and sodium in your diet if you're going outside, if you're working out. Hey Matthew, how you doing? But any of this kind of stuff, you need to worry about your body as well as your mind. And sometimes, when you're going through something, you know, sorry, allergies kicking in too. Going through a lot of mental stuff, you forget to eat. You forget to eat the right foods. You tend to go to the junk foods and stuff, and it's okay for a while. Comfort food's good, but when your comfort food, those are delicious by the way. I've had those before. Uh, but when your comfort food becomes your main food because you're so depressed, sometimes that's not healthy, and it can actually make your mind a little more foggy and harder to get out of that funk. It's just
No kidding.
and yeah, eating healthy.
I used to weigh under 200 pounds, and now look at me. I definitely,
I don't think your head
yeah,
weighs more than 20, about 20 pounds. I'd say, yeah, maybe or less. So, and that's all we can see on camera, so we're good. But
it's my
no,
other head.
there's
Thank you.
yeah, Matthew's finally back to normal. That's good to hear, Matthew. That is really good to hear. Like reaching out to those you haven't heard from or things and stuff like that. I have seen that this week again on a constant basis. People reaching out and helping each other. And fortunately, on a few instances, I got to be like a fringe part of it. I wasn't directly involved; I was indirectly involved. And watching that from that perspective is the best because I don't have to really do all the work but I get to see this like beautiful heart. I can't think of a better way. It's not really a mind. It's like a beautiful heart of a community coming together and helping each other. And it's something I just it warms my heart a lot to see. And I thank anyone involved and those who know who they are. Yeah, have asked not to be mentioned. So there. So Lando, have you seen anything like that recently? By the way, or do you have any input on the diet helping you feel better, or maybe staying hydrated?
Yeah, I definitely drink a lot of water. I try my best to drink this whole thing of water, but it's pretty difficult. I mean, it doesn't seem like how is the size of this thing?
64.
64 ounce. Yeah, 64 ounces of water would be easy, but when you're used to drinking pop and stuff like that, it's not that easy.
No, it's not
Trust
because
me, I know.
the flavor's not there. You have to get used to it. Sometimes if you have to flavor your water, you can. If anyone DIYs, by the way, you can flavor your water with DIY flavorings. So, just a hint. You can also do that to your tea. I've been doing that lately, thanks to Meter. Flavoring a lot of my, like I did last night. I had some apple cider tea. It was pretty good. I feel like I need more apple. You ever have those apple cider mixes, like the
Yeah,
powdered
I
ones?
fucking, those people that drink apple cider vinegar
Yes.
help lose weight. Yeah, my dumbass tried that and it was fucking awful.
Well, that's not apple cider. That's apple cider. There's a big difference between the two. But yes, it is supposed to be healthy for you. And again, that might be a fad. We don't really know. And it's probably subjective to
Well,
the person. I'm sure some people probably have great results and other people might have a negative reaction to it. It's like most diets.
I know some actress. I can't remember her name right now.
Six.
Melissa McCarthy. She tried that apple cider apple cider vinegar thing, and apparently it worked for her.
Yep. 6'1", 155 crash. I imagine you would. And you're also going to crash hard if you're standing too, because that's a long way. Yeah, that's a that's some serious height, and yeah, you might want to. Forgetting when you're stressed to eat and hydrate is really easy, especially if you're alone. I find that I did not do well when I lived alone. Alone, I was terrible about it. I would wind up starving myself and not even realizing it. Hydrating, I wasn't so bad about. Well, I was always bad about it. I wasn't as bad, any worse than I was with someone at the time. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But sometimes not having someone in the house to remind you, like Lando, you spend most of your time upstairs, so you have to remind yourself if you're hydrated. And I know it gets quite hot up in the upstairs too.
Yep.
So we got to remember that with this heat wave coming through, if you're getting out, especially if you're out in it, if you're getting some sun, make sure you get some serious hydration in you because it's necessary. I know yesterday I came in and I drank like a gallon of water and some tea as well. It's like I was dying because it was so, and it wasn't even really, it was hot, but the humidity, just trying to do any work out there with the humidity above 90%, and then you got 90s. It sounds, oh, it's only 90s, but 90s with humidity and trying to work, those three things don't go great together without lots of hydration.
Yeah.
32 ounces of water in 2 hours. I'm not even sure if I can do that on a regular basis. It's a good idea, though, especially when right after you do some serious hard work or before, maybe hydro load before you work. But you also don't want to drink too much to the point where you get that electrolyte drop. That was what they're talking about water not being necessarily healthy in large quantities. Is you get your electrolytes to drop, and then you don't get brain function doesn't, and your nerves don't function right. They don't fire correctly. So, like I said, it's all subjective to some degree, but you do need to keep track of it and figure out what works best for you. But make sure you pay attention. Don't get overwhelmed by everything else and try to overdo it. Seen it. I'm guilty of it. That's one thing I do. I'll get bowling through it, and the next thing I know, I'm overheated and I don't feel well. I spent the other day. I crashed yesterday after I came in because I should have taken water out with me and I didn't. So that happens. Yeah, she did. She refilled my cup. She also made me some tea and made sure I had plenty of hydration. She knew that I overdid it. Then again, it probably didn't hurt to figure it out when I came in. Like my clothes were soaking and drenched. I wasn't even outside all that long. Not with, not for the amount of sweat that came off me. It
Yeah,
was a good
I
workout.
fucking I think it was either last week or the week before. I went for a walk, and it looked like I got rained on. It didn't rain. It was all sweat, and by the time it was time for me to change my shirt, you could see the sweat stains dried on my shirt and everything.
Yeah, it's important to make sure you maintain yourself. So, when you got home, did you make sure to drink some water?
Well, I brought water with me
Oh, see,
because normally when I go for walks and stuff, I bring that one water bottle I have that has a filter that you put in the straw of it.
one of the Life Straw ones. And I did see Tabitha was here. I hope Tabitha's doing well as well. But it is good to see you doing better, Matthew. It's life can be full of all kinds of things that can just bring you down or throw you sideways or just keep you busy. Transitions are not easy. Look, he's got a straw.
Yeah, right here, right in here is where the filter is.
Yep.
They're a
Do you?
bitch to fucking find these days for some reason. Like the Walmart that me and my mom usually go to, it's like an hour away. They don't have the filters, but the one that we normally don't really go to unless we're on our or unless we're rushing to get home because we got kids coming or something. That one has it. Normally, you would think it would be the other way around because that Walmart just not restock their shelves for shit.
And I was also one of those people that's guilty, like you were talking about, Lando, of soda. Drinking lots and lots of soda as hydration, which, when you're younger, you can get away with it some. But as your body settles in, stops growing, and even then, you shouldn't. I mean, you think of how much healthier you would have been back then if you'd actually drank more water. Carbon
It
filter.
looks like, yep.
Yep. You know, I was guilty of that. I'd go to play basketball for the afternoon just to get exercise in. Just for the sake of exercise, I'd go to the local park and play basketball. Usually, even half, 3/4 of the time by myself, just to get a good workout in. And I'd bring 2 2 liters of Mountain Dew at the time. It's like that was a terrible diet, and like a bag of Doritos. Well, that's a healthy snack for a teenager, right? No, no, it's not. And you wonder why I probably had joint issues and stuff. Probably didn't have the right nutrition. Might have been part of the reason why I had such issues in my ligaments. It's possible. I might have done that to myself. Nate, good to see you. Yeah, I hope everybody's week is going well. Anyone who's a yo-yo or just likes to watch Grim Green, it's back tonight. Vlog is here tonight. I'm looking forward to that. I know he was looking forward to it. I heard from him like a few days ago, and he's been chomping at the bit. He's been missing it for the last couple weeks. So this is going to be a really good night. My friend's funeral is Saturday. I've known her since. Yes, yes. Tabitha funerals are. I've been pallbearer for 5 or 6 funerals in my life, and that's not including the ones I've went to. But it is. And lately, there's been some stuff going on. I know some people are also going through locations where, because of the pandemic still in effect and a new strain coming out, there are some places that you have to wait a few weeks before the burial if you're not doing cremation. And even then, there's limitations on who can be there and distancing and mask. And My heart goes out to anyone who has to go through that, because that is definitely, you're already dealing with stress. You want the closure, and to have to wait to have that closure is torture, especially for parents or children of the parents that are gone. But anyone, and my, please reach out to those people that are going through that, because they probably are hiding it a little bit. Might be a little behind a facade that they're doing okay, but there's a good chance that those people are, they can't get that closure, and they're trying to hold it together, and they don't know what to say, and it's not something it's easy to reach out for. Hey, by the way, yeah, they're gone, but that's not my problem. My problem is I can't do anything. That's a kind of awkward conversation for them to bring up. So just maybe a little distraction would be a best situation in that situation. Yeah, it is good to see Matthew back doing better. We see not just Matthew, but there's a few people that in the Discord there that think life's turned around, been doing a little better, and that's, it's good. We're seeing some normalcy kick back in. Seeing a lot of friends like, um, shout out to the Janklins. You know, they went through a lot this year, and life is kind of turning out, going back to normal again, and I'm really happy for them that it is. And we all know someone, even if you don't think you know someone that's going through something. There's someone in your life that's going through something. You just have to pay attention. And sometimes, if you're the one going through something, if you're possibly able to reach out to someone else, a lot of times that'll help you feel a little bit better, and maybe help you think of your own problems in a better way too. It's weird, but sometimes even when you're down, throwing a lifeline to someone else to help them can help you to pull yourself out of that darkness. And stay hydrated. Because we want to see Lando go through this 64-ounce bottle before the end of this show.
Fucked up part is I filled this thing up yesterday.
Yep. Now, does anyone know of anything or have anything going on that they'd like to talk about in chat? Because that's always an important thing. Today I didn't have a real serious topic. I wanted to go just on the basis of this, plus with Nick kicking off tonight, I wanted to keep it simple. I would look forward to a simple. I don't know. This is almost like a vlog we do on Thursdays. And I like to keep it simple on Thursdays when there's something serious going on. And I know he has some serious topics on advocacy front that he wanted to bring up tonight, because it's been a little while. And although even that's up in the air for anyone that's in the community, advocacy, I would like to really get back into doing some true advocacy shows. But truth is, we don't know. It's all speculation, and I kind of want to reserve the energy for that, because it can get overwhelming for when we know what's going on and we actually know what we're fighting. I mean, individual spots, I always say keep an eye on your local and state legislature, because they're the ones you have to worry about sneaking stuff through. I'm not saying the federal government doesn't do that too, but right now they're kind of at a, hey, we did something, we're good. They just wanted to make themselves feel important. Yep. But you know what, Matthew, what it takes for you to not isolate is reach out to others, it keeps that window open, and then it makes it easier for you to maybe, oh, well, while this is going on, yeah, I guess, hey, how are you doing? Oh, this is going on. And if you let it become a natural part of a conversation, sometimes you get help even if it's not the intent. And sometimes you have a Buddha behind you that's kind of just smiling at you all the time, so you always have a smile on your face. Yeah. I know a few people have gone on vacation too. Shout out to Lethal Coils. He actually is on vacation and got a break, and he's the happiest I've seen him in a while. He's in a good mood. It is good to see people finally get out and get something done. Oh, that's amazing, Tabitha. Yeah, DIY has become, a serious part of my life somehow. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. And I don't know why my Siri is responding to me saying that. This would be interesting to see if it kicks up by something. You didn't say "Hey Siri," and I got a headset
I'm
on.
not sure I understand.
See? Neither do I. I don't understand. Why did Siri kick in? I didn't say it. So, let electronics. Anybody else having issues with electronics being really strange lately? Have you, Lando? Had anything bizarre happen?
Oh yeah, man.
I know anyone who streamed some of these updates. Whenever either OBS does an update, or Zoom does an update, or YouTube does an update, they tend to have to rebalance, and then they'll each do an update, and each one screws up something else, and you just have to chase. It's like I was worried about audio tonight. I double checked my audio before I started because the last time the audio was messed up. And I know Meter had a problem the other night with his audio when we were on the live. We were talking for a while and realized we didn't have sound. And he couldn't change it with the computer, so he had to reboot the computer. It was just. So if anyone's dealing with any of that, because the software updates have been more frequent since this has happened, I think the servers were getting overwhelmed and they're trying to figure out a way to make the servers more efficient. So they keep doing updates because the updates don't really change anything to make it better for the user. So I'm assuming they're making it better for them, more maintainable.
Yeah, I fucking Zoom just did an update. I hit check for updates and it updated while I was in the Discord talking with some people in the studio.
Now this is a question for chat and you, Lando. What is one of your comfort foods when you're really having a bad day? Like if you could really have a true comfort food that you really enjoy that can comfort you on a bad day, what would it be?
Vagina. No, it's usually chips or other forms of junk food.
I'm one of those
I don't
weird
know.
people. Steak would be my comfort food. Steak. I'm. It just that's always been a thing. Tiramisu. Yeah, that tiramisu. Now that's a pretty. That's like a high end like one. I like that.
Damn, what are
It's
you, a fucking millionaire?
That's
Can't
not
afford
that.
that shit.
Tiramisu isn't that bad, but it is. I mean, if it's fresh tiramisu, fresh made at like a restaurant, oh yes. But yeah, but it is a comfort food. Comfort food can be something from like a restaurant if need be. But I get what you were saying because you're talking like a comfort food. Like if you're having a bad day and the chips are right there, it kind of yeah. That's another way of looking at it. Bit of little white chocolate. Yeah, you got to do a little bit of a self check every now and then. Soup, all the soup. I take it Matthew might be one of those people that starts off as soup and like a soup and breadsticks or something at a restaurant, a high end restaurant, and probably never gets to the meal. And I have done that mistake before because I don't remember the name of the restaurant. It wasn't a mainstream one, but they used to have this the onion soup, and they also had this tomato soup, and I used to get one of each of those because they were both just it's hard to choose, and I hardly ever could finish my meal no matter how hard I tried because they were nice and rich. They weren't just the like tomato soup in a can. It was actually homemade, and the French onion soup was oh. And by the time I got to my meal, I never we went there 5 6 times, never managed to finish a meal. Every time I had to bring most of my meal home. So I can get that soup thing. Like if a soup like that, a really good soup. And partially, I was a little selfish with that because I'm curious about this because now that I'm diabetic, I have to limit my carbs. So for me, a comfort food has to be very well pre-planned, and it didn't used to have to be. So it's interesting to see what people come up with, and that's the other reason why I like the fact that steak would be my number one, and that actually is healthy enough for me to eat. But when you get into soups, you get into some chips. Yeah, and those chips are good. If anyone hasn't ever tried the cheddar garlic ones, cheddar jalapeno, they're really good. If you like cheddar and jalapeno, that makes a difference.
To me, they just taste like cheddar, but you do get the heat on your tongue from the jalapeno.
That's a comfort meal. That's not a that's not comfort food. Wow, that's that's like a 4 course meal, isn't it? Three, 4 course.
Jesus Christ! No wonder she's diabetic.
That is a pretty yeah. You can tell that what she can't have, can't you? Just by reading that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But a meaty pizza with garlic butter oil for the crust. Yeah, it used to have.
Now I want a pizza. God damn it!
Yep. There you go. We get made everybody hungry. Yep. Is
I
anybody
haven't
more
even
hungry?
eaten yet.
X1 in chat if you're hungry all of a sudden because of this talk. Because now I am. I'm gonna have to actually do this. I'm curious because I know this actually kind of made me a little bit hungry, especially seeing that. Ooh, pizza. That sounds really good. Yeah, so I got on a bike today, thinking it was also going to be a nice bike ride with the weather the way it's been. It was brutal. Couldn't even with going 60, 65 miles an hour, it was hot. I didn't even wear my full face mask. I wore just the skull cap, and it's like I was dying on the bike. Usually that's like the thing to do, but the humidity, it's actually not. If it were just heat, it'd be fine, but that humidity sticks to you no matter what speed you're going. See? Yeah, that's true. Like I said, hydrated, keep going, keep yourself healthy, keep reaching out to each other. The Discord's there. Break the stigma with unity. Discord is there. Lando made that new thumbnail. That's why it's purple. If anybody's looking for the old symbol, there's a reason why it looks different. I keep doing it. I go to scroll down. I'm like, where is? Oh yeah, that's right. We changed it. So,
Yeah, I didn't even think you were gonna actually use it or anything. I was just bored.
yep. So
It's
yeah,
straight from my phone.
in the Discord, you don't have to necessarily be there. You can ghost for a while. Like some people don't like to reach out for a while or at all. But even ghosting, you see the community come together. Like I've seen in different, little bit more direct circles this past week. Seeing people reach out to each other and help each other gives you hope for the world. It gives you hope that the world's not all bleak and down and sour, and there's more to this black hole, and there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's so many things that just being there, like if you ghost a chat, you just hang out there. There might be people in here tonight that aren't actually actively talking. It happens on most streams. We have a couple people that are either new or just not comfortable talking because they're going through a lot, and that's fine. Being here is still a part of being social. It might not be 100% both ways social, but you're still doing something, and that's a really good thing. If you're watching this on a replay, even that, has a degree. Just like meditation has many levels, gaming can be a form of meditation. If you're gaming to the point where you're starting to get Tourette's from playing things like Call of Duty, maybe the meditation's a negative effect. Because if you find yourself saying words you never say on a normal basis, it might actually not be 100% the greatest thing for you to do on a non-stop basis. Yeah, see, Tabitha goes to the show for many months before she spoke, and that's fine. I'm happy, and I'm happy you're not doing it now. But if that's what you're comfortable with, it's better to be comfortable in your comfort zone and get to know people. Lethal, I already brought you up tonight. Vacation boy. He was seeing you last night, seeing that smile. It's so good to see you in a better space yourself. You can tell that you're in a better space because of it. And tonight's about staying healthy, staying hydrated, and making sure you check your mental health as well. And everyone is good. Not as good as you because we're not all on vacation, but we're doing okay.
What are you talking about? My life is a vacation.
Mine should be, but it never is. But I'm
Yeah,
very happy for it.
Yeah, the only time it's not is on every other Thursday.
Yep. Yeah, tonight is one of
That's,
those days. We do record tonight.
you know, as I know right after this, I'm most likely gonna go get a pizza. Thanks, Cassie. And so I'm gonna do that. Plus, I'm gonna rewatch those movies that we'll be talking about because I know a couple weeks ago when we talked about the movies, I actually went out and watched them like the next day or something.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
we'll
haven't
be
seen
and
them in a while. So.
there's a good theme tonight. It's gonna be the closest themed ones we've ever had. We've never had a back to back theme like that.
I think we
We've
kind of
come
had.
kinda, but not. I don't think know if we did them on the same series of movies back to back. Did we?
I I have a weird feeling we did at one point. Good thing I'm on my web browser.
I don't know, but I think we could always do 2 and 3 of the clown movie back to back.
Fuck you. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, that'd be nice, Lethal. You know, spaghetti pizza tacos. You know, this is Lethal's. Lethal came up with this idea to layer them like this. And we even figured out the way to layer them together and make. It's not a bad idea. There's a comfort food for you.
Yeah, we did do one back in last year.
Which one?
It's Hellraiser 1 and 2.
Oh, that's right. We did. Yep.
We did that. I think that's the only one. Yeah, it's the only one because all the rest of them are just random.
And Lethal went fishing last night. I wonder if he caught anything. This will be interesting to see. Do what you enjoy whenever you can. If you like to go fishing or going for walks in nature, now do what you can that can still keep you safe, especially if you are dealing with anxieties, social anxieties with the way the world has been, or is still, rather, not just has been. It's been kind of crazy. This thing in my eye needs to come out. I don't know what it is. It probably at this point is just a scratch or something from yet working outside yesterday. But man, I woke up this morning and my eyes is itching like crazy.
I woke up like an hour and a half ago.
Wants to make her own pizza, but that'll have to wait a few months. Make homemade
Homemade
pizzas
pizzas.
is good.
Yeah. One of my old babysitters back when I lived in Minnesota, she made one of the best homemade pizzas.
And there's lots of keto recipes now too for your crust. There's a lot more of them out there and available to try if you want to eat a little bit healthier, a little less carbs.
Yeah,
That is an option.
the grocery store that I go to plus Walmart are starting to sell a lot of foods that say keto on them.
Yep. There's more. There have been more. We went more keto, and actually, I find it. We talk about American food being fatty and greasy. I don't think that was our problem. I think the fact that if you look at our food, it's full of carbs. Everything has tons of carbs. When you start to have to count carbs, you realize this your standard grocery items you get on a monthly basis are full of them. So some people can do just fine with carbs, but if you start to have a problem when you have to lose your carbs or trying to lose weight, I think that carbs might be a good option to try and at least make an attempt to go on a lower carb diet.
Yeah, I know my old special ed teacher plus her teaching assistant. When I was in school there, they both were counting carbs and stuff.
You see that? She's admitting she punched me in my sleep and I didn't realize it. That's it. That's what happened. Yeah.
Sure,
Lower
she was
carbs options are
sleeping.
out there. And if anyone does at some point come in here and they started a lower carb diet and they come up with a good recipe, post it in here or in Discord. In fact, there is a kind of spot that's sort of for it, but we could actually make like an actual diet section for diets that are working for people, different recipes, maybe a recipe sharing section. because I find that if I could get a simple recipe that wasn't outrageously priced, because that's the problem with keto. A lot of the keto stuff, like Lando, was it you the other day who was showing me the bag of treats? Someone was showing them, and they pulled them out, and they're like, "Oh, these are delicious," but they're outrageously priced. They're like 4 to 5 times as much as the standard ones. So as these recipes are coming out, some of them are so simple and are not expensive to make. But if you get the pre-made foods, they do tend to cost more. So it'd be nice to see those options for those people that need it. And some people actually have to stay away from certain fats and stuff too. That can also be a good thing. My nose is running. I need to. Sorry. Allergy season is kicking in, and that bike ride did not help. Yeah. All right. So I had a good night. Let's see. Tabitha said something about DIY, so that's another interesting topic. Anyone's DIYing? Have you come up with? Do you find it? Have you started yet, Tabitha? Or are you just getting into it? Is the next question on that. Because I know the more I get into it, the more I'm realizing I am getting really good at putting together recipes and breaking them down now. I'm finally getting a system, and it's been interesting. I came up with a nice Skittles flavor that it's there. It's Skittles. So I'm really happy with that one. That was my most recent success, and I did a vanilla butterscotch bourbon cake. So you can do a lot, and you just start with what you can at first, and as you expand, the more authentic your recipes will be. I would say Wonder Flavors has got a really got a lot of good candies, or candy bases. You want fresh? VSO's got some of the best fresh selection for flavors because it's all naturally extracted. And then from there, you have so many flavor houses that do have really good ones. Bakery section of Flavora is actually really good. So, although more expensive, so be a reminder. Some of the flavor houses are more expensive than others, and sometimes it's worth it. The one-on-one has some flavors that no one has been able to mimic. There he is. That's what I've been waiting for. How do we harass the fishermen?
How do we not?
For, the first question is, did you catch any fish last night?
Oh fuck yeah! I banged out two nice sized ones too.
Did you?
And then went again today. Met up with a buddy that I made friends with on one of my I have a couple of fishing apps on my phone. They're kind of like Facebook for fishermen, so you can connect with other people, share your stories, share the fish that you've caught, what kind of gear you were using, stuff like that. And I had made a couple of buddies on one of these apps, and we actually met up with him today, about an hour away from here, out in Maine. We went out with him for a little bit and didn't catch anything while we were out on the boat, but um, after he had taken off, I stuck around to fish around the bridge a little bit, and I got two little guys, two
Did
tiny
you?
little guys. Yeah.
Are these the ones you hold up the camera like, look at this big monster?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we're back now. Just got in the house. That's
Oh,
why
you
I
back
said,
home?
yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, give me a few minutes and I'll jump in with you. Otherwise, I would have done it like right away. But
Well, that's another thing. You made it home safe. That's good to hear.
hey, we did. No drinking and driving. Drink responsibly.
Yes.
Now, Slim
Get to
Jim
your
time.
location. Get to your location before you do it, and then well, just don't
Don't
do it.
overindulge. But we're doing dinner at the moment.
Ah, Slim Jim dinner. Good.
Yep. Slim Jim, hot dogs, hamburgers, and French fries.
An all American dinner.
Mm-hmm. On the grill. So, what beats that, right?
True.
Dos, por favor.
So did you all go together?
It's
You're,
not. What do you mean, all of us?
so who all went on your trip? Anyway.
Just me and Roxanne's cousin.
Oh, that's it? Just the two of you?
That's it. Just the two of
Oh,
us, man. I got, well, I want to say I got lucky, but I think Roxanne got luckier because she gets that time away without me. But, it's nice to have some away time from everything.
yeah. And something was fishy on your end. You went fishing.
Fishy.
I didn't say fishy in a
Hey,
bad
no,
way.
no, no smashing fish on this stream.
No, no. Oh
Punching
yeah,
bunnies, no bunny punching, no bear boxing. We're not going to
it,
box some bears.
no. And this. So did you see anything this week? Did you notice family sticking together? Our family. Did you see some of it?
Our family, as in the Babe community family,
Yeah, yeah.
to be honest with you, being on vacation, I've kind of pulled myself away from a lot of electronics, aside from the video games and stuff that we sit and play here at the house. Other than that, I've really not been that involved.
Oh, that's
Even
fine. I was just curious if you had because that's something I am noticing and I'm paying more attention to is a positivity in our community when it happens. We need to focus on that and give a shout out to it when you see it happen. Like
absolutely.
I can't do it this week because I saw behind the scenes what happened and I'm not allowed to say so. So it's like ever get there where you just want to say all I can say is the family, our community is amazing.
Well, I haven't seen anything new, but I've just been seeing the same old, the same positivity and respect that I've seen over the past year and a half at least. It's been growing slowly but surely since I started doing, YouTube and making lethal coils a name. But it's something that I've noticed over the past couple of years has been getting more and more prominent inside of the vape community. And oh, except for this asshole.
I was just about to say, speaking of positivity, here's Mr. Positivity himself.
No smashing fish on this stream, Duchess.
Thank you guys last night too for going live with Hope. I want to thank you for that because that really made her day too. That was one of these instances, by the way, that I've seen this week was last night. You guys really, she called me after the stream, and I will say you have no idea how thankful she is for both of you being there.
Mm. Yeah, we love Hope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Dutch
Namaste.
who's a real name, unlike Lethal.
Yeah, right. I've been doing this 4 years. You've been what, 6 months?
Don't worry about it, bro.
Don't worry about it.
Coil
Be a lot of
Wars.
work to get to where I am. Don't try and defame me, asshole.
Oh, Karis, I love you.
I love you too, buddy. So how's you what?
I was gonna say it's good to see the fire back in you. About time, bro. About time.
Oh yeah, fiery. Probably got a sunburn everywhere except for my forehead and just under my eyes from my sunglasses. Got a fire somewhere. I don't know where, but it's there.
Hi, Cassie.
Well, I mean, actually, it comes down to like I was telling Hope last night. I've gotten to that point. Sorry, he just tripped. I've gotten to that point in life, and especially here online, we talk about positivity, but we have to acknowledge the amount of negativity that goes on. And there's been a lot of negativity that's been aimed at me and you and Lando. And I don't know too much about having any negativity facing Duchess, but
Nope, none.
Then
Everybody-
again, this is Duchess.
yeah, seriously.
Everybody loves me, bro.
But I've kind of reached that point where I've stopped giving a shit about what other people have to say about me. Except for Duchess. Duchess knows how to grind my gears.
Well, Duchess is the master of grinding those gears. If we
Yeah,
do a
he is.
grinding gears segment, it'd have to be Duchess'
I mean-
segment. Yes.
Yeah, bro. 100%. Just like Chris is the master of smashing fish.
I said no smashing fish on this stream, goddammit.
Oh, well, see, I wasn't watching. I just barely started to tune in, and then I saw there was a link, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna jump in."
So is it Chris slap flap 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 flap? Is that the sound the fish makes when it slaps your face? No. Just curious.
It's funny. iPhones take that, like, what's it called? Real-time photo or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Live photo or whatever it is.
Yeah,
And
yeah, live photo,
EJ's got an iPhone, and I
which
asked
is
him to take a
annoying as
picture of me with
fuck.
the fish. I asked him to take a picture of me with the fish the other night, and he took a picture of it. And I swear to God, the thing jumped in my hands as he was taking a picture. So all you see is the tail waggle.
Yeah.
It's
If I
funny.
could ask, this is way off topic, sorry, but if I could ask Apple to remove one feature from the iPhone out of anything, it would be fucking live photos, bro. Get rid of that shit because it's fucking dumb as muck, dude. I fucking hate live photos. Can't stand it.
I feel like they
Take
took
that
it from
shit
Harry
off the
Potter.
fucking iPhone.
They
Seriously.
took it from the Harry Potter from all the moving photos pictures.
Mm.
Hey,
Hey, how are
Sorry,
you?
keep going.
yeah.
That's
they're-
Eric.
Namaste.
Hey, John,
Namaste.
cut live photos off, right?
Yeah, you can shut them off. You can
Section
shut
I
them
don't know
off.
what happened to my audio.
What happened to your audio?
I have no idea what happened to my audio. All of a sudden, I just couldn't hear you guys.
Oh,
Yeah, you can shut live photos off.
No, I know you can, but I shouldn't have to go shut it off. It should not be there in general.
yeah.
Or have it be an option to turn on, not necessarily an option you have to turn off. I think it should be standard off, turn on if you want, because it's weird. First time I used it, it's like, oh, great. I got these stupid things. Sorry.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of it.
Where's my phone? Oh, it's plugged in.
It's interesting if you're catching something weird happening, and you can catch a moment weirdly, but when you want a photo, you don't expect a photo to move. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at it this way. That picture I took of Chris the other day, you got pretty much the fish smacking him a few times.
oh yeah,
I wouldn't
we
have
don't know. We haven't seen it yet. Thumbnail. The fish slapping thumbnail. No, I hope
Sorry.
you.
So what was the topic? What was the question? Sorry, I completely derailed the show, and I apologize.
No. Today's topic was just staying hydrated and keeping healthy and with your eating
Yeah, go for
habits, because as this heat wave's coming through, there we go.
Yeah.
The wiggles it had us kind of weird. That was a little.
You know what? You know what though, right? So okay, so on that topic, right, of staying hydrated and watching your health and all that other stuff. I mean, your health is also. I mean, and it's medically proven, right? Everybody knows this. You don't need fucking you don't need WebMD to tell you this, which I mean, most of the time their shit's not fucking true, anyways. But I digress. I mean, your health is always gonna be, can be dictated by your mood. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like, if you're constantly angry and you're always depressed, or you're stressed out because you just let things bother you too much, you know what I mean, like, and then it's gonna negatively affect your health, you know what I mean, not just like your physical appearance, but it's also going to affect your organs on the inside and how they operate, right? So I think, on the topic of what sort of, at least from what I understand from what, Lethal was talking about, I think that if you just let everything roll off your back, right? Just put on a smile and not necessarily pretend that it doesn't bother you, right? because again, that's it still bothers you, right? So that's a negative. But I think if you just let things roll off your back and you're just like, okay, you know what, tomorrow's a new day, so fuck everything that happened today. We're gonna start over. It's fine, right? Shit happens. Then I think you have a better chance of staying healthier than, obviously, like I said, letting letting things get to you.
You get done with that?
Yep.
I
And
I
that can
have to
go
say,
either way. That can go either way. I just wanted to say quickly. I mean, some people when they get depressed, they eat too much, and then there's other people that eat too little, or the same person can have that. So it's usually an extreme, one way or the other, that happens. And staying
Right.
hydrated. Go ahead.
okay, so I agree with most of what you said, Duchess. The only thing I disagree with is what?
Keep going.
Dick. Um, the only thing I do disagree with is the whole just putting a smile on your face and brushing it off. That is nothing more than wearing a mask, which is something I did for a very long time. And I won't do that ever again. It's
No, no, no.
not
I'm
me.
not. I'm not saying wear a mask though, Chris. Right? Like I'm saying, let it roll off your back. Right? Stay
Yeah,
positive and be like, you know what? Shit happens. We'll start again tomorrow. It was a bad day. Oh well, it
yeah.
happens. Right? I'm not
I
saying.
agree with that.
I,
I
I'm
agree with
not. I'm not saying like you know, be upset about it on the inside, but then still at the same time you smile in someone's face and you're like, absolutely, sir, I'll get that taken care of for you.
that's
When
where
you
I was
really
going.
want it, where when you really want to tell that guy, you know what, fuck off, dickhead, because you're an asshole and I don't like you.
Hmm. Is that one of the people's?
I think so.
Me too.
Yep.
Only with a name like that would a troll come in here.
So no, it's staying healthy with your physically when you're mentally already strained, and you're trying to stay healthier. You're not going to think as clear or get out of that funk if you forget to eat, or you're eating just nothing but junk food, or not eating at all. That can be an issue if you just feel like so depressed you can't eat, or you're drinking maybe a bunch of alcoholic beverages and not drinking any water with it. That can really mess your mind up. And not talking about, this isn't just the alcohol speaking, but the fact it's dehydrating your system and causing your neurons not to fire correctly in your brain and in your body. It's not, in general, not gonna make you feel not so good.
Absolutely, I
Yeah, well, I know, because I know I've been on that like huge, like, I mean, I had a fucking espresso shake earlier, right? But for the most part, I literally don't do anything except for drink water anymore.
And shout out to Matt Sinister. Yeah, he's been an inspiration to quite a few people, including,
yeah.
I heard from what I heard last night, you, Judges, trying to get you motivated to get exercising again and such,
No,
doing some
fuck
workouts,
exercise, bro.
actual
Fuck
workouts.
exercise. No, fuck no. That's what I have work for.
Just healthier eating.
I have all that many hamburgers.
Yeah, bro.
We've only got that many.
That's what I have
Oh,
work for. Twisting and turning and lifting fucking baggage all fucking day. That's enough of a workout for fucking 6 hours. I don't need any more.
for those that have a more sedentary job, a little bit of exercise is a good thing. If you have a heavy strained job, do a lot of lifting. Well, maybe it's
Stabbing.
not as necessary. Maybe it is more necessary if you just
No, they don't need.
keep track of what you eat.
Oh, you idiot! Boil them. Watch. Well, they don't blow up.
Hey,
What's he trying to do?
I'm cooking hot dogs my whole life. Not
He's
one of
trying.
them has ever blown up.
You trying
He's
to blow up a
stabbing
hot
hot
dog?
dogs.
You trying to blow up hot dogs in the house? What?
I
Okay.
don't know why. I don't know why they would blow up. I don't know. He's
Ever
Now
stabbing
we
put
get,
hot
one
dogs.
in the microwave? They're lethal. They do blow
I never.
up.
I never cook them in the microwave. That's just wrong.
I'll never come over for dinner. For
I
a
don't.
year.
I try not to use a microwave for almost anything except for heating up cold coffee.
That's gross.
You're afraid to get into Chernobyl stuff?
Hmm.
He said, are you afraid of Chernobyl, bro?
Mm-hmm. Defo.
So
You
the
haven't seen
earthworms
that
out.
show?
He's gonna start using the microwave too much. And he's gonna have earthworms the size of whales outside.
Ooh,
That way, there when he goes fishing, he can catch some real fish.
Right.
Hey, you know.
I don't know.
Hey, a
I
bad
don't
day
know.
fishing is a good day.
You know,
Good day anyway. As long as you can
yeah,
catch something, it's fun.
right. Lando, I know you've been exercising a little bit more. How's that been working out for you?
uh,
Or at least
alright,
going
I
on
guess.
like a walk or something, right?
Yeah, normally that's what, like when I lost a shit ton of weight back years ago. That's the only exercise I was doing. I wasn't like lifting weights or anything, and I still was able to lose 125, 30 pounds right around there.
Strip hot, dude.
Yep.
Too
Yeah,
bad I gained it all back and a lot more after that, but at least trying a little bit here and there.
Getting your health back is not an easy task. It's always harder to get it back than it is to lose it.
Yeah, you're fucking telling me.
Yeah, because the first couple of weeks of having a dietitian, I went back to see how much weight I lost, and within 2 weeks, I lost over 15, 16 pounds. I was like, holy shit, I expected to lose like one or two.
Yep,
Yeah, that's a big change, bro.
that is. And it does feel good when you take off some of that weight because you feel like you give you more energy. You'll have a moment there where you feel a little lethargic because it kind of wears you down a little. And then you start to feel that energy kick in. And it's like, ooh, I feel better. And you figure you're not carrying around that extra 15, 20 pounds every step of every day. So you actually are giving yourself a little bit of extra freedom.
Yeah. It also makes little small tasks like fucking tying your shoes while sitting down easier.
Yeah, I can't even do that anymore. Like, legit, like I took a shower last night, and when I put my socks on, I have to sit in my bed with my feet like in a weird angle like this,
Yeah.
just to put socks on because I'm that damn big. I can't bend over anymore.
Yeah, I know what that feels like. I used to be like that.
Okay.
So,
Anyways,
but I know that I mean it doesn't get nearly as hot, on your guys' side of this this America, right? But I know you guys deal with a lot more humidity than I do. So what are you guys doing to stay hydrated, stay positive, stay healthy, etc.?
The reason I came up with this topic today, again, even though we've done similar topics about this, trying to remind people, I did it yesterday. I made the mistake. I went outside and worked in the yard, and I did not bring out water with me, and it was the biggest mistake I could have made. I got so overheated. I came in, and I just collapsed. I laid down on a couch, and I was out. And it was just simply because I know I didn't stay hydrated enough while I was outside. I mean, like I said, she made me tea, kept my water glass full, and made sure I got hydrated once I came in. But that's kind of like it's retroactive. Like we talk about advocacy, trying to be a little bit more proactive. Same thing when it comes to your health. Try to be proactive. Have that ready for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that needs to be kept up on, and you have to sometimes make yourself do it and remind yourself that this is necessary. And having support of family and friends around, like us on this show when we talk, tonight. Grim be on later. We're sure to have a hydro homies moment to remind everybody to hydrate, including us reminding him on a constant basis. When he goes a long time, you can even hear his voice start to fade and break because he hasn't hydrated in a while. We know it, but he's just so busy and so focused. Sometimes you need them, the friends and family, to remind you. And
Yeah.
that's something that we can support each other with. So I do think it's necessary to keep reminding everyone that this is a thing. This can make you feel, make or break you in a tough moment. If you're already depressed and you're dehydrated too, you're less likely to make good decisions to make you pull yourself out of it.
If you're gonna hydrate, use water, quality H2O. Don't use this. This is not great for hydration. It's great for replenishing electrolytes, not for hydration.
Yep. Yeah. We all make the mistake because it says quenches thirst, but in truth, it quenches your thirst, but it doesn't really do a lot for hydrating you because of the amount of salt in it. There's a lot of sodium.
Yep.
And sugar.
And
It's
sugar.
not so much sugar in this. There's a whole lot more sodium though.
No, I
Is that
know,
the-
but there's still a lot of
400,
fucking sugar.
440 milligrams of sodium in every 220 milliliter bottle.
Bye, Tabitha.
All right,
I'll
bye,
see you
Tabitha.
later.
Have a good night.
Yeah, have a
Right,
great night.
Sugars, 55 grams in the bottle.
When you start to look at labels, you realize some of the things, even the diet sodas or the all the diet versions are zero carb or zero sugar, I should say. A lot of zero sugar does not mean zero carb.
Right.
It has zero added sugar, and then you look at the back of it. Oh well, yeah, they don't have actual sugar. They have sugar formulas that aren't considered actual sugar, like sucralose. Sometimes I can get away with using that when it really is a sugar, but they don't count it as a sugar because it's not sugar. So they're using wording to get by it. So be very wary of what you're reading on your ingredients and make sure you check those labels because a lot of times they're very misleading. And that goes for all foods, not just drinks and beverages.
Truth.
It's a very tricky situation. I know Lando got into it a little bit, was reading the back of labels for a while too with that because he had to. And we've gotten to the point where we have to, and it's, I can't believe how often it's like, you would think that it'd be a small percentage of trying to sneak by there, but it's like this huge percentage, and there's this few that actually follow true guidelines of real, like they're really zero sugar. And then sometimes the zero sugar is not as healthy either. Make sure you research when you eat. I know it seems like a lot of work, and it is. So eating healthy is actually a lot harder than having junk food.
Yeah, like these right here, they're vegan friendly pops pretty much.
Yep.
They have zero sugar, pretty much every. Yeah, it says right here on the can, zero fat, sodium, carbs, sugar, and protein. Everything's zero.
Yep.
Right.
I drink those once in a while.
Yeah, I had a keto coffee the other day. Actually, that was actually pretty fucking good, to be honest.
I'm going to be trying to start off with some of those keto noodles. The ones that are made from a type of rice, but they're the keto friendly, less than 1 carb per 8 ounces. It's like, that's actually quite a bit. And I've had them before. It's just been a long time. They're really good because they take the flavor of everything. The problem is if you're craving the flavor of the noodle, like a true noodle flavor, you won't get it. It's kind of got that emptiness to it.
Hey,
but I want to try it anyway.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yep. You see Alethal's head pop into Zoom. Then back out. Okay, we're gonna play an episode of Where's Waldo, but it's Where's Lethal. So, have you been doing anything to help with your health lately, Lando, or have you been just kind of like hanging out?
For the past week or so, I haven't really done anything. I mean, I've gone for walks just to go to the park to do something that we all know that I do once in a while.
Yeah, but the walks, I mean, it's hard in this heat. A walk in this
Hmm.
heat is really something. It
Yeah,
truly
like
is.
I said earlier, when I was walking a week or two ago, by the time I got home, it looked like I got rained on because my shirt was so covered in sweat that it was horrible. It's good that I sweated that much,
Yep.
but still.
Yeah, the heat has definitely hindered a lot of people on their exercise, which is also why you should stay hydrated, especially with water if possible, because you don't want those added, even the added like flavorings, like some of the flavorings and stuff in higher quantities. If you're drinking a lot of it, they can build up and they might not be as healthy as you think. And we find out consistently that there's something that's either could be carcinogenic or in high quantities, or you find out that could be just stomach irritant or something like that. You don't know until, but in small quantities you're probably fine. But if you can drink more actual water, actually hydro homie, then you're probably much better off for it. Especially with Duchess. Duchess needs lots of water because
Oh, I don't need any fucking water, bro. I drink 6 liters a day.
that's why I meant you need lots of water because you actually drink lots of water. You need lots of it to replenish what you use. I know he actually is one of the. Oh man, I'm trying to think of the wording here. You're the. I mean, it's like an offender, but offender for doing the right thing. You've actually been doing this for quite a while. When it comes to being hydro homie, you actually do it. You're actually one of the best I know at making sure you get enough water intake a day.
Yeah,
And
I
some of
also
that,
have an application that tracks it though. So that way I'm forced to do it. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm probably actually gonna go get some flavor enhancers because sometimes just drinking plain fucking water is boring as shit, and I understand that.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
just because I get up at 1:30 in the morning for work, right? And I mean I do this every day anyways, right? But on the days that I have to work, I get up at 1:30, I leave the house, I shower and do what I have to do, etc. Leave the house by 2:50, and then on my way to work, I drink a liter and a half bottle.
There's your flavor enhancer. Put a little of that in your water.
No, I'm good. Thanks. No.
Cotton candy jelly
Um,
bean.
We
no,
got
I'm
these
good.
guys right here.
And so fucking I'll drink a liter and a half on the way to work, and then I take a second bottle in with me, right? So I take 3 liters with me to work. I drink half of that on the way to work, and then periodically, like throughout the day, like I'll go through one bottle, and then I'll go refill it at one of the little water bottle stations that we have at work that's got a filter on it because the water here is nasty as shit. And fucking then by the end of my shift after 6 hours, I've already gone through fucking 4.5 liters, right? And then I fill it up again on my way out of work, and then I drink that fucking fourth or that yeah that fourth bottle on the way home.
Yeah, and you live in Arizona where it's typically dry heat, so as far as having
Yeah,
that moisture,
it's
we
hot as shit,
we will
bro.
sweat it off here, but we'll wear it, and it kind of slows down a little bit of our water loss. In truth, I mean it's still bad, but there you pretty much evaporate it off your skin as soon as you get outside.
Yeah,
It's
because
dry heat.
right now it's 98 degrees, which I mean isn't too bad, right? Um, because it during this time of the year it should actually be like at least a good 20 degrees hotter, but it hasn't actually really been too bad this summer. But nonetheless, whether you're in the sun or not, you're still dehydrating throughout the day. So
Adam,
Fuck, dude, it could be fucking 60 degrees outside every day. You still need to be drinking water because you're still dehydrating whether you realize it or not.
Not as
Right.
fast as in the heat, though.
I mean, Lethal went on
But
vacation this week.
nonetheless, though, it still happens, right? So you should still be
Yeah.
actually drinking water throughout the day.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point.
Yeah. I don't pay attention to any of that.
You
I
had
just
your
drink water
vacation.
anyways.
You got a vacation. You got to go fishing. Got to hang out.
Oh no, I mean in general life, like not even because I'm on vacation. I just mean in general. Like I drink water just to drink water. I don't pay attention to the health benefits of it. I don't really care to, I guess. I don't really care about my health as much as most other people, but
We have a recent birthday boy here in chat, Adam. so,
hey Adam.
yeah, he had a good birthday the other night. He needs to do a little rehydration from his birthday, I think, because his birthday might have
Yeah.
been more of a dehydrating one from the day.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Lethal needs to do a little rehydration after his fucking 10 days of vacation after I heard what him and EJ have gone through.
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
heard about that too.
Well, that's the great thing about Gatorade. Those electrolytes are what deplete when you drink alcohol. So when you have a hangover, drink a lot of electrolyte heavy fluids. That'll get rid of it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a hangover?
Yeah. It's a series
The
of
movie.
movies where they where they typically drink too much alcohol the night before, and they're trying
When
to
you
figure out
drink
what
so
happened.
much that you wake up and you're still drunk.
Yeah.
I just call that being drunk.
Adam had a good birthday though, and it was good to see him. And check out his some of his music on his personal pages and stuff, or his Eddie and the Arsons, because it's actually Lethal. You actually there. He 19 days till Lando's birthday.
Yeah.
Lethal, how have you been doing with your music playing? Have you gotten to do any of that on vacation, or did you leave that at home?
I left the guitar at home, to be honest with you. I should have brought it. That was in hindsight, though. I was already up here, and I was like, fuck, I should have brought that with me. Oh, well.
No,
Just
you
like
have to
my
get it out.
Abyss that I had planned on bringing with me, but somehow forgot at home anyways.
Yeah, we did that when we went to DC. You forgot half of what you wanted to bring, so I get it.
You know? That's just that ADHD thing. Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
get, I'm so, like,
excited.
anxious, excited, but anxious and nervous that I'm going to forget something that I forget things.
Yep.
That's how bad it is. Like I got to do this. So I'll go and run and I'll grab that. Oh, I got to do this. I'll run and grab that. And then 5 other things that I know that I'm supposed to remember, I don't remember.
Yep. Yeah, like we forgot the ice in the cooler. Remember? That was
Yeah.
the weirdest one we forgot. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but no, it was yeah, never go 24 hours without playing a stringed instrument. And I know Adam actually does this. He will grab that guitar and play it while we're in Zoom and the after party and stuff. And sometimes I see him playing on screen. Yep. He's gonna have to get that guitar out tonight. And Adam plays bass and regular guitar, so it's actually even more interesting when he picks up and plays the opposite instrument you're not expecting.
Yeah, there's a show that Adam is on Wednesdays, and I happen to
Golf
be in
tee.
chat. Yep. And last night, TJ, Golf Tee Babes, he played one of the songs that I requested Adam to make, just because I was there for the first time in I don't know how long.
Yeah, I got him to play the Turtles cover a couple times because he does. I think it's better than the original. It's just got
Oh, yeah.
more depth to it, way more depth to the music. So, yeah, Adam, kind of love your music, bro.
I don't play that well. He probably runs circles around me.
He plays on a constant basis. He's been playing for a long time. You sat down for a while, but you can get back to the point where you can play just for your own enjoyment and the enjoyment of others.
Oh, I do already. I'm already there.
Yep,
I
you're
just
gonna have.
play because I enjoy playing it, not because well, I like it to sound good, but
So you're gonna have to grab that guitar tonight and play it before you go to bed.
I can't, remember?
Not with him. He just said that.
Yep. But yeah,
So I have to wait till I get home on Sunday.
but no chances of like talking yourself out of it. Don't let that
No.
happen.
No, I gotta practice. I have to practice
Yep.
my scales and stuff.
Good point, Duchess. Thank you. Yeah, vlog starts in 10 minutes. Everybody that wants to watch some good advocacy tonight and, the return of Grim Green to his channel for vlog night, I'm looking forward to it. I know he has been too. So let's go over there and check that out and let's say goodbyes. Lando, you were here first. So you got anything you'd like to say before you go? Like maybe what we're doing later tonight?
Okay. Yeah, me and Tim, we review horror movies every other Thursday, and the episode will be up on the Saturday. Um, let's see. I got the link. There it is. This right here is the link to the podcast. There. That's the link to the podcast. Give us a follow. That'd be awesome. We need more listeners. I mean, our last 3 episodes just didn't do very well. But if you got any movie suggestions, you can email me at whatinthehorrorpodcast@gmail.com. Our Discord link is on that link that I just posted. Our social media is on there as well. Mine, the podcast Twitter account is on there. Everything's on there pretty much. But yeah, you can find me on there. Pretty much everybody follows me on IG, but if you're not, you suck. That's Lando.715 on IG. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's me.
Oh, where's Lethal? Because Duchess goes last.
Yeah.
We already know this. This is the way it works. Anyhow.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah, he's inside. So I'll go ahead and I'll still let Duchess close it out at the end. Oh, there he is. Lethal. So where can people find you? What do you got going on?
People can find me in Ossipee, New Hampshire. No. Yeah, you can find me pretty much anywhere you want to. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Excuse you?
No, sorry, I was coughing. Go ahead.
Oh. Yeah, so Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok now. And if you have any fishing apps, you can find me there as well. But yeah, that's where you guys can find me. So hop on over. Oh yeah, and Discord server. Guys, join the Discord server because we always do Zoom rooms every day. So we get to hang out and chill and have a good time. Duchess is over there sometimes.
Yeah, when I'm not working.
I know.
Yeah, lately that seems to be a lot.
Yep.
All right, so I'll even let Duchess go after me. You can find me as an advocate for liberty on most social medias, including obviously here on YouTube. Break the Stigma with Unity Discord, and in there, like, that's a community thing. Come in, just be respectful for one another, and be there for one another. You can if you're ghosting, that's fine. People do that for a while sometimes until they feel comfortable, and that's understandable, especially if you're going through a lot. And the What in a Horror podcast with Lando. Sundays I'm now doing mixers helping mixers on Vaping Truckers channel, and then on Tuesdays, holding down the kitchen while we're waiting for Fresh 03 to get his health back and get back on, or holding down the kitchen trying to help with DIY, which I kept a lot of notes, so that helps a lot. But so that's mostly where it comes from, is notes from Fresh and everyone else, including Adam. So that said, just keep reaching out to those you haven't heard from, as you could save a life or at least make their day a better one. And Duchess, what do you got going on?
All right. So first and foremost, I want to thank everyone in the chat for joining the stream tonight. Tim rather wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for all of you guys. So we appreciate you all being here and tuning in and being active, etc. Otherwise, if you haven't followed me already, then you can follow me over on IG. That's at Duchess_coils. And I know that the link is about to go up relatively soon. I'm almost done building. I got a few other things that I got to take care of, so that'll be up relatively soon. What?
I said go follow Duchess.
Oh, I was about to say. So that'll be up relatively soon. If you have any interest in coils, or you've just kind of been interested in the mechanics behind it, but you don't really feel like actually building, you can always come tune into Codename Wired every 3 weeks over on the Cloud Cartel UK YouTube channel. I just posted the link in the YouTube chat. So you can go over there. I know Adam has a few other shows that he does, as well as Across the Pond and Weekend Bullshit and whatnot. Otherwise, I know that our next show is actually going to be on the 29th at 2 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. British Summer Time, and 4 p.m. Central. That's 5 p.m. Eastern.
Why am I last?
No, you already went, dummy.
No. Why is the East Coast last to be named off? Ding dong.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. I mean, otherwise, if you want to support any of the other fam that isn't here tonight, then make sure you tune into the green room tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, over on the Frame Jenkins Vapor channel. And what?
Nothing.
Look, it's chronological, all right?
It's chronological.
Yeah, chronological, bro. I know that's a big word. I know that's a big word for you, but still.
Not really. I know bigger words.
Otherwise, I know that my co-host, well, one of them, brother, Jay, has a show every Tuesday called Mixing It Up over on his channel. Type in KVTV over on the YouTubes. Make sure that you find the right one, because one of them actually has like some sort of like a Hindu prayer channel. So
it's a Hindu prayer service.
If you find that one, you're on the wrong channel. So you can go support those guys. You can head over to UncleChrisTestingGrounds.com to pick up any of those liquids, or you can hit up Sifu in the Discord and or on his IG chat and
3-minute
place
warning.
some orders. Otherwise, that is it from me. Again, I know that I have I'm almost done, so bear with me, guys. I will be back on the market relatively soon. I know a lot of people are excited for that. So otherwise, again, thank you, Tim, for having us all on, and I highly appreciate it, bud.
Thank you for everyone that's been here. I mean, we're family. Let's stick out for each other. Let's be there for each other. And so far, we're doing a really good job of it. It seems to be getting bigger every day. Love you all. Tune in to Grim Green. It's just a few minutes, and welcome him back. It's been a nice vacation. Bye.
Bye.
Stay lethal, baby.